watching. This is the Soul Plug Show.
Yep.
To the left of me, I got my main man.
Eddie Von Clay. This is
At Living Life Joe. What should they be following, my guy?
Eclectic Soul Cafe and at Eddie Von Clay.
Make sure you follow at YPFP_. I greatly appreciate it. He greatly appreciated it. So, with that being said, let's get into it. StockX. Now, we've been talking about StockX for a couple. Every time we talk about a few episodes, we talk about them. But they keep putting themselves in predicaments for no reason.
Yep. So recently being, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, depending on when you watch the show.
Right.
They had a data breach. They said between 6.8 and 8 million users, their information from their user ID, user names, passwords, financial information, purchase history, credit card information, all that was stolen / accessed. And interesting enough, instead of saying flat out we had a security breach, StockX, all they did was send everybody or most users a email saying that they needed to change their passwords.
And here's my problem with that. My information, because damn near, I'm not saying everybody got StockX, but let's just say a lot of people have StockX. A lot of people sell on StockX quantities. So if you sell a lot of quantities on StockX, that would mean that now all information is gone. What you have, what you sold, what you have on the books.
PayPal information.
PayPal, like all that type of stuff. So now we're in a whole different situation of, so StockX should have just said, hey, we got hacked. We're taking better measurements to make sure it doesn't happen again. Why would I have to reset my password if I already got it? Like, it makes no sense.
Exactly.
And you just got $1 billion valuation, so security should be your number one priority.
Yeah, but interesting enough, a whistleblower who was kind of hip on everything from TechCrunch, he pretty much exposed everything, and shortly thereafter, like within hours actually, StockX sent out another email saying, at this point, admitting that they did have a security breach, a data breach, and they were taking those series of steps to ensure that no overly critical information, which to me, the primary step is critical information, was taken, and seeing what they could do to, I guess, patch the situation, patch the app, patch the website itself, and go from there. So it is interesting to see what should happen going forward. Who knows though? I don't think this will affect like StockX's business per se, but we should see, being that they are moving into a physical space as well as an online space. So it's just interesting to see how it's happening. And StockX, somehow or another, good or bad, they're always in the news for something.
All I'm gonna say is I hope they fix it. I hope nobody was seriously with their credit confirmation or their anything.
There was one guy, he actually posted his information. So I guess during the breach, his PayPal information was taken, and there were several purchases, upwards of $600, $300 apiece, that were used on his PayPal. But luckily for him, he was very comical about it. He said that he didn't have any money there, so everything was declined. But knowing that his information did come from StockX, and it was actually further sneaker purchases that were attempted to be made, like using his information. It's pretty funny and just kind of crazy how fast like people work. Because what people do when they do breaches like that, they steal information and then they sell it. They sell it to a little bit of anybody, like identity thieves, other countries to do the same thing, your scammers, your credit card scammers, all that type of stuff. So it's a big deal. I mean, it's kind of interesting just coming from StockX. Most people don't look at it as a big security type like establishment. But understanding like that little information can lead to bigger information and bigger problems. It's kind of crazy.
So my only thing now is there's a lot of people who will say, let's say you just said, this is why I don't swipe my card. This is why I don't want to go on the internet. This is why I don't want to do a StockX. That's why I remember last episode, the question you asked was, are mom and pop stores dying? The reason why, that's why I said not so much, because technology is always scary for people who's not scary. If I can walk into your store and say face to face, here's some cash, here's my product, I can go home, I'm good.
Yeah.
If I gotta swipe my card, wait for the product to get there, and a possibility of digital numbers in the area that somebody just say, hey, I'm gonna take it. So
peace of mind is always key. Peace of mind.
So y'all debate in the comments. Let us know which one y'all rather do. Would y'all rather give cash somebody get your product, or would you rather swipe your card? 'Cause that's what we're going to.
And let us know what you think StockX should do in this situation. Is there anything that they can do? How can they improve the app? How can they improve the website going forward? Let us know.
Yeah, big news. Adidas had a major restock. Really, Yeezy had a major restock.
Pretty much.
Everything from Beluga 1.0s, the Bread Yeezys,
750.
750. I heard the glows drop.
The original, the original 750s, the first iteration, I believe it's like a gray with
the white bottom,
with the off-white bottom.
Yeah.
Those dropped, but the pairs were so limited. I want to say they said it was less than 1,000 pairs of those. But everything else was pretty flooded as far as like release numbers.
Now my only question about this whole thing is Kanye said he want everybody to wear Yeezys.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have everybody wear Yeezys if it's still limited. If you do a redrop.
This restock was actually the closing of a warehouse, so it was never like an actual restock of like they were making more. This is like back warehouse inventory that had just been there collecting dust.
I just want to get rid of everything.
That they had to get rid of because the actual warehouse itself was closed down, shut down. So they pretty much gave it to the people instead of sending it to off sites or sending it to celebrities, whatnot. They said this is for the people. It was close to 60,000 pairs. So pretty much hourly to like every 2 hours they had a different release of product.
But now what was happening though is you would click on it, it was saying the Yeezy supply, they would redirect you back to Adidas website. Yeah. So it was kind of like a I don't want to say cuss, but it's like a shit show. It wasn't like you clicked on it. It was you add the cart, get your shoe and get out.
Well, I think they kind of did like that on purpose, just to kind of like smack the bots and all the spammers and things like that. Right. So like by sending it to one and then sending it to another, like it forced them to be quicker on their toes. Because and also I think it was a way for them to track the numbers, like directly, and to see exactly where pairs went.
Do you know anybody personally got any pairs?
Yes, a couple of people I know actually got a pair of V2s, the 700 V2s, the black ones with the gum bottom.
Okay.
A bunch of Calabasas. Like if you guys missed out on the Calabasas, a lot of people know the shoes. Pretty much a Reebok. I mean, they bought the design.
Right.
But the quality's dope.
Did anybody get any of the old V2? I'm talking like the Solars 350. Did anybody get any of those?
I do not know. I personally was trying because most of the stuff that dropped I already had. I had no intention.
Right.
Even getting in the mix of it. I know a lot of Zebras and Frozens dropped as well.
Yeah.
But to my knowledge, I know a couple people that hit on stuff that they wanted, but I think this was for the stuff that people wanted. Like if you wanted a pair, you could get a pair.
Yeah, see, I was looking for the Belugas, the Solars, the older ones that when they came out, they were kind of more slept on. Yeah. And then now they're going through the roof, but I really wanted because they were comfortable. I was a Yeezy fan, but knowing what the boost is now, like from the 700s, to the new 500 and the comfortability of the shoe is what I'm all about.
I like that it brought the price down some. I'm not sure if you guys are following it, but like on StockX or just Go or Open Market, a lot of those prices came down after the restock happened, which was good. Again, if you wanted the shoe, he kind of stayed true to his word. He made it available for you to get depending on what you wanted.
Correct. Now, let's bring us on this point. Do y'all think Yeezy is dead? Do you think the market's oversaturated? Because I always say no, but we've seen Yeezy go 3 rounds now. Now, if you've not been following, Wave Runners is coming out again. Family size now. If you don't have a Wave Runner at this point, you know what?
Still want one.
You just don't want one at this point.
But also the retail is high. The retail is already at 300. I'm not sure what it's going to be for the toddlers and all that, but retail
I think
is
it's 150 for the toddlers and like two something for some. I guess for the other sizes like mid size.
Retail is high, so you have to compete with that. So with all the other drops that are happening right now, you kind of have to make a choice unless you just made of money and then you just get everything.
Right.
But for the average person, they're making a conscious decision. So if a Yeezy drops the same day as a Jordan or a Jordan 1 or whatever drops, they're choosing between the two. They're not necessarily getting both. Some people are, but most people aren't.
But it's better than paying $700. When Wave Runner first came out,
very true.
You had to go. If you didn't have the funds when it first came out, it was $700. The first time it came out. Yeah. The second time it came out, it was like $450 to $500.
But that's on the resale market. Retail was always $300.
But I'm just saying, like, it's always if you're not really staying up to go get the shoe. I'm saying now, if you don't get a Wave Runner right now, and you've been talking about you want a Wave Runner, I'm not talking about the people that already got a pair or really don't care about it, but the people that I keep hearing say nobody's selling Wave Runners, Wave Runners 500, or if you want a Wave Runner, any size, August 17th.
But they're still holding their value though, even now, like with all the restocks that have happened, with all the releases.
Because this is one of the best shoes, like.
Even now, the shoe itself still goes for $455 plus. So
if you don't have one, get one.
The value itself holds itself. It's a great shoe. It's a comfortable shoe.
Yeah,
so you can't really beat it. And again, I can't be mad. Again, he stayed true to his word and said, "Hey, if you want Yeezys, I'm gonna give you Yeezys. You just gotta be patient." I can't fault him for following through what he said, regardless of the resale industry, the resale market. Right. He did what he said. do I think the market itself is dying? Like the Yeezy brand or the
Right.
Yeezy Adidas brand is dying? I don't think so. The only thing I wish is there was a bigger color variation. Like with a lot of these, don't just keep giving me the actual same shoe.
Right.
And don't put reflective on it and tell me it's a different shoe. It's the same shoe, just one has reflective, one doesn't.
Yeah.
But give me some more shoes. Give me a different model. I'm kind of tired of the sock model shoe. It
I
is
got
comfortable. Don't get me wrong. As I said, 350s are great, but I'm kind of over it as far as 350s. The glows were probably the last thing I could say.
You know what I
This
want?
is cool.
I want more dope colors of Wave Runners. Give me dope colors.
I want dope colors and dope materials, but I don't want it to lose the elements.
And
that
that's
it
all.
has.
That's exactly. See, I just want dope colors. Like that's all. I'm more like this is a cool colorway. You can wear it with so much stuff. You can, but it's like wait, like give me something I could put on and be like, yo, this is style. Give me. I like colors.
Like this particular one, you had 3M, you had suede, you had soft leather, you had mesh, you had the 3M 3 stripes, you had the crazy cushion. I want to say this is Phylon. Then you had the boost sole, the cutout so you could actually see the boost. Like the color blocking was amazing.
Like, I'm about to say, it's amazing. Give me colors in this shoe. Give me the same quality, but just give me a color. Give me a purple, a yellow. Give me a like color.
Something like this is fire, but I wouldn't want them to go so crazy that they lose like the elements.
No. But like it's summertime. I would like to love a Wave Runner come out for spring. That is something that you can pop out, like the
like a soft yellow, like this.
Yeah, like something just like that, nice and smooth. Prime example would be the I know I'm going to say it wrong. The colorful Nike that came out.
The Viotex.
The was it the ones you took pictures of on the iPhone that came out amazing. There was multiple colors. They had like the it had like the plastic. It had the. I'm gonna show you because
the Atmos.
What is it? A version of the Atmos?
They have Atmos. There's two colors: the colorful, like color blocked Atmos, and then there's the black Atmos, and then there's Viotex.
Okay.
And then there's acronyms. That's the most colorful shoes they released.
These right here. I got one.
Yep, those are the Atmos.
The Atmos. Okay, so
the Atmos Air Max 2 Lights.
Okay, cool. Excuse me, even players mess up. That's why I had to pull the shoe out. But I want to know. I would like something like that. I ain't say I'd be that colorful, but the version of the Atmos too. That way, when you put on your feet, it's colorful. It's a spring/summer shoe.
But see, I also like that. That's what separates like Yeezy brand from like a Nike or all these other brands that are just staying on trend. Like the closest thing he's gone on trend was like the dad shoe wave. And really, he like pushed in the dad shoe wave outside of like your traditional big bulky Nike Monarchs and all that. But I'm saying like cool dad shoe. Like so him not doing the crazy fruity pebble colors, I'm cool with that too because I know I can get that from Nike. I don't necessarily want that from Adidas because then it starts to get kind of like
lines get blurred.
It gets kind of goofy, and then it's like who's copying who.
I got
still
you.
who's Steez.
I got you.
So I mean, and his thing is all about the muted earth tone color palette anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. It's just I don't know.
I said a little color would be nice.
A little
on the Wave Runner.
This thing in a nice purple and black.
That's what. Yeah.
This will be crazy.
Yeah, something like that. Like give me something like a little velvet color, something just different, or a yellow. But y'all let us know what colors y'all like to see the Wave Runners in. Y'all also, if you do not have one, please cop one. It is very comfortable. The boost material. It's a shoe you can beat and beat and beat, and it was still hold.
Very minimal creasing. Very minimal creasing, no matter how hard you wear it. The only thing that kind of honestly shows wear is just the outsole.
Yep.
Honestly, that's the only thing.
Yeah, that's how mine.
And even then, it is what it is with that.
So get one dope shoe. Also, Zion Williamson just signed a deal with Jordan Brand. It's the highest annual rookie contract, and this is where people say Jordan is. I don't know because also Jason Tatum signed with Jordan Brand, and Puma offered Zion Williamson 18 mil. He turned it down. Ling's the same one that Dwayne Wade's with, offered him like 23 mil. He turned it down. So it has a lot to say that he didn't. Jordan Brand is Jordan Brand, but you have Nike right beside it. So athletes are going with Jordan Brand, and it's like they said Jordan Brand is dying, but he has some of the most exclusive athletes on Jordan Brand.
He has the athletes, but honestly, I hate to say it, because again, I'm a Jordan fan, but Jordan Brand itself is an athlete shoe killer. Like name one particular shoe from any athlete that's been sponsored under Jordan Brand in this era. I'm not talking about the 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, none.
2002,
none.
2003 era. that you would actually wear today.
But I would put that on the players.
Outside of on the court.
I put that on the players though.
You put on the players.
Because players are now wanting more performer hands. No matter how ugly
it's cool for them.
Right, no matter how ugly it looks.
Are you buying Westbrooks?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care how cool the player is, the athlete is. The shoe has to match for the dollars to make sense to me.
But the players,
the design has to match.
The players are determining their own shoe. When we go to the drawing board and they put a shoe out and say, do you like this? You have the option of saying, I hate that shoe or I like that shoe.
But here's the thing though, these players are not designers. I get it. They're having more input. And I think that's cool on a greater scale. And it's cool for them to grab the bag if that's what's gonna happen in the overarching scheme of things. But realistically, from a stylistic standpoint, I'm not talking about on the court. Because on the court, there's been a lot of great on-court shoes.
Right.
But off-court, what really drives the market? What drives the market? On-court, off-court? Off-court. Style.
Let me ask you a question though.
There hasn't been one stylish Jordan Brand affiliated shoe since when?
But do you think that
Eddie Jones's?
Well, yeah. I mean, but he's just
that's crazy.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. There's not that many Tinker Hatfields. Put it like that. How many designers?
I think Tinker's done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, if Jordan said, "Hey, yo, Tinker, come design some player shoes for me for the Jordan brand," I think that would add so much more value. But my question is, not knocking any designer type. Hey, Nike, not knocking your designers. I'm just saying, if the designer at the end of the day can say, "Look, let me give you this. I think this will be a dope shoe to wear off and on the court at the same time." Because that's what we grew up off of. We grew up off of, I can wear these on the court and look sweet, and wear them off the court and look just as sweet. But how do you think that transition in the world? Because you're a designer and that's the lane that you're in. So for somebody being of your stature in that world, how they design and stuff, what do you think is the common denominator to both? Is it more the player? Is it more the designer? I
think it's a mixture of both. I think it's more the player, but Jordan Brand is its own thing.
Right.
If you notice, ones will outsell any and everything that they have, but it's attached to something. It's attached to Jordan himself, the phenomenal things that he did in the ones.
Right.
And it's just a beautiful silhouette.
Right.
So when Westbrook has an iteration of the ones and he chops it up and puts some more pounds on it, I don't need it because A, you didn't do what Jordan did.
Right.
So that goes out the window.
Right.
B, I already have Jordan ones. I don't need a Westbrook one.
Correct.
It dissolves itself. It's like, why do I even want this? And it's cool for him. It's cool, his little packs that he does,
right.
limited editions with the special suitcases, the style that he has, it works for him.
Right.
But on a larger market to the world, do we want that? No, because are we going to wear it? No. That's why it's all shelf decoration in your major retailers. Like resale market, you can't even give them away.
But that goes. But that's why I say I gotta put on the athlete though, because here's how.
But why even make it? Why not just make athlete exclusives? Why not say here's what they did, which I thought was amazing, and the model worked. Why they got away from it, I do not know. Ray Allen.
Give them Jordan PEs.
Give them PEs. Give them their colorway. Give them their special editions. But all the shoes that we know and love. Make PEs great again. Like Melo. Melo was the last person to get beautiful PEs.
Of course, but here's another thing though.
Just give me PEs. Don't give me a Westbrook.
I remember when the All Red 11 was a thought before, and Melo had one of the All Red 11s, and then it went to. I remember when his son had a pair, and everybody was like, "Now I want a pair of those," and then they changed it up.
Fours.
Yeah, so many. But here's the thing though, players don't want PEs no more.
They do. I think they do.
Because they would have them.
I think they do.
If I'm a Jordan athlete, I'm not cutting you off, but if I'm a Jordan athlete, can I go in there and say, "Hey, what you want? I want."
I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy because I think Jordan himself has a stronghold on it, and Nike themselves has a stronghold on it. Because every PE version that they put out, it sells. It may not sell out, but it sells, and it's something that people want. When they put out the Chutney 13s, the black and the Melo, it didn't sell out. It sad a little bit, but it sold. You put out a Westbrook, it sits. It doesn't sell. It's just there.
Just like the Ray Allen 7s, they're still in the stores.
They're in the stores, but they sold, and it's a dope shoe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, to me, the PEs that we really want, we never going to get.
But
so that's why I feel like a Red 11.
So who does Zion sign to?
Jordan Brand. He signed.
No, I mean the team. Who did he sign to?
Knicks.
He signed to the Knicks. So you can't tell
No,
me.
I lie. Oh, I'm sorry. Stephen A. Smith would be upset at me. He signed with the Pelicans.
That's just say Pelicans. So you can't tell me there isn't. The first and foremost, the Pelican logo, like the Pelicans logo, is fire.
If you know what to do with it.
It's fire. You can't tell me you can't brand that from Jordan 1 to 23 because nothing else matters after that. Some of the stuff in between there.
It really don't matter at 13, to be honest.
Some.
1-13.
But you can't tell me Zion can't get 1 through 13 or 1 through 23.
Mm-hmm.
A crazy Pelican colorway.
Yes.
A crazy way to flip that logo. A crazy way to infuse his
Right.
number in one of those shoes. Still Jordan Brand.
But that's from a seat. See, that's what I'm saying.
Make it more comfortable.
Right.
Because this is 2019. So maybe the insole's got to change. Maybe the tooling on the inside that we don't see has to change.
Right.
To really, model after the athlete's performance and all that. But that's something we would want because those are shoes that we like already. The nostalgia. Imagine a Pelican 4, a Pelican Jordan 4, done right, crazy materials, crazy accents,
But I don't think
crazy box.
Here's
That's
the-
what we want.
Correct. But Jordan Brand. First off, we can even take it further. Jordan Brand has access to Nike designers, access to
Of course.
like all that stuff, right? Nike's not even giving us dope material, so I can't expect for Jordan Brand to give us dope material.
But that's what
if that's the machine that's pushing. No, I get what you said.
But that's what we want.
I would love that. But I seen something you posted on your Instagram where you said you showed the Cool Grade 4s and said, "What trash is this?" They're not giving.
For the record, I was trolling because I posted 04s, and then they were like all cracked and like all kinds of craziness. And I was trolling saying, "Look at the poor
You know what I'm
quality."
saying?
of
But I'm
fours."
saying everybody.
Trolling.
The 4 said that a lot of people don't like them. So it's like the quality they're giving us ain't still the same quality. So for Zion to go over there, he might have a shoe made for him, comfortable, everything he needs. And what people don't realize, Jordan shoes was made to his foot for him to fit perfect. And back in the day, they were giving us the quality. That's what made Jordan special. If you go get an OG1 or an OG3, it was really leather. Now they mass producing so many.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, they should go back to doing this is Jordan Brand and Nike, one Jordan a month like they used to.
Yeah.
And that way you got time to give us the quality.
Not once a week.
And
like now,
once a week.
overload.
It's ridiculous. If you drop, I don't know if you noticed, America, back in the day, it was one Jordan a month. On that one Saturday, if you did not have the money or you wasn't lying, you just didn't get the shoe.
But you had time.
But you had a whole month to be prepared for it.
You knew like at least 2 months ahead.
Yeah,
of
of
time.
course.
You
You
seen
already
him on
know.
the court
Cool.
with it, and you knew it was coming.
And one weekend, one Saturday a month, you lined up, got your shoe, and that was it. That's how jerseys come out. Now it's every weekend. Boom,
I
boom,
think
boom.
that's another marketing strategy they should go back to altogether. Just as far as debuting sneakers, like all these apps and giving them to like celebrities and influencers. All that's cool, and I get it.
Give it
It's
to the player
2019,
first.
But give it to the player. Let him crack it on court. That moment is gone. Now we see it on PJ Tucker off court. Now we're anticipating what he's gonna pull out the closet
exactly.
to go on court. How it used to be was on court, and then when is it gonna come to the closet? How are we gonna get it?
Exactly. But see, we purists though. Like we like it. I like to see Jordan.
But that works for Nike. That works for the NBA. That works for viewership. That works for sales. That works for the consumer. Because now it builds anticipation again.
But
right now we don't anticipate.
But
anything.
here's the problem now. Athletes come up to you. You got this shoe. It's a 1-on-1.
See what I'm saying?
But look, I can come up to you and be like, I got 10,000 for you. You not unless you that real strong about, like, an example, Oklahoma Force came out beautiful. Like that's a shoe. The colorway, the Sooner colorway. I know the material is dope on everything. Peter Tucker had it in his hand. But guess what? They're going for $6,000. Nothing is. You said you called it a long time ago. Nothing is sacred.
Yeah.
So if nothing is sacred, I can't expect for them to hold the Sooner for. I can't expect. Like I use another example. Oregon. I really want the Oregon stuff. Like I like when Chip Kelly was there and all that Oregon. I was an Oregon fan. I like the Oregon, especially when they come to Oregon foams.
Yeah.
When they came out with all the Oregon stuff, I was a big fan of all the Oregon stuff. But guess what happened? You can't get it. That's what I'm saying. Like the Pit Crew 3s with the Oregon up there, the football for Oregon 4s, 5s. But guess what? If I know a player that plays for Oregon, I can go up to him and say, "Look, bro, I want your shoe. Aw, man, $10,000." They're not gonna care about giving it back to the school if I'm giving you $10,000.
Very true. But you
So-
know what it is though? To me, ultimately, like at the end of day, all of it. I think the dealers have become the users when it comes to sneakers.
Facts.
And that's the scariest part.
Facts.
If you guys know anything about like street culture, the dealers should never become the users. Scarface showed you that ultimately.
Yeah, but we didn't
Never get high off
your own supply. We in a new era though. The designers want the shoes much as the users now. And back in the day, the designers didn't really care because like, bro, it's
watered the game.
It's one. Look, here you go. It's done. Bye. If I want to make it for myself, I make it for myself. Like, but that started early on. And I'm gonna say this one last thing to be on next topic real quick. But I'm gonna say just like I used to see Nike. This dude was in the chair one day. I never forget it. I remember the girl came with a purple and black 12s. His foot was up, and he had to cut a low purple and 12, a low purple and black 12. And I was like, wow. For you design, you design whatever you want. So you don't have to have what they got. And there's so many different Jordan P's now that I think is like you said, you want P's, but the athletes they don't want them because you got the women P's could be so crazy, it's ridiculous. Because you got Maya Moore, who's a Jordan brand athlete. She won championships with the Minnesota Lynx and all that. Her colorways, green and blue, that type, it could be crazy. Yeah. No dope colorways. Russell Westbrook could have, Oklahoma, I hate with the Rockets, could have dope colorways. Jason Tatum with Boston could have dumb colorways. Yeah. The Mark Wahlberg 4 is tough by itself. Yeah. So you have, but I'm saying they giving actors P's now.
And that is crazy.
So like, and you can't even get like, you got like, it was like, for foundation. I get it, but it's like, bro, like.
I don't know. I understand it because it's always happened. They've always done things like that, but now it's such an all-time high that it's literally watered the game down to the point. Like I said, like the dealers are becoming the users. Like I shouldn't have to battle. Like I only say battle, but I shouldn't have to look to PJ and see what he's gonna pull out.
Right.
Out of the closet and all this, and see if he's gonna wear it on the court, as opposed to let me look at the game and see what's on the feet. And like, oh, those are getting ready to drop. Like it's so reversed now that it's almost disgusting. Like I don't even want to deal with it. But let me just wait.
But you know what it is though? It's a level of wonderful, like your PJ Tuckers, they're really into sneakers. Your Rudy Gays, that's from Maryland.
And I don't ever like downplay like their love of the culture.
No, I'm just saying that I wish I could have some of the stuff like that they have. But it's like for a regular person like me who really genuinely loves sneakers. Yes, I'm in the shoe game, but I wear all my sneakers. There's not a shoe that is sitting on ice right now. Like I'm putting on my toes and I'm walking out. Like I love sneakers. So the fact that I can't get some of the sneakers that I would love to wear.
But the sneakers has become the new Da Vinci Code of like everything. Like you gotta know somebody to do this.
Or you just gotta have the money.
The money or the literal maps that you have to follow, the literal places you have to be when the drops come out.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's becoming so like, it's a game. It's a giant game.
Yeah, but then the people with money.
But there's no real winners except Nike.
Yeah, of course.
And it's only because they're producing it at like pennies to the dollar. It's not because they're doing anything special.
Right.
It's the simple fact that they're gonna make money just because they didn't spend a lot to get it out there.
It goes back to like with the CC Sabathia. He had dope P's when he was on the mound.
Jeters
had dope P's.
Why couldn't get those 12s? I mean, I say 12s. I believe it was a size 12. But why couldn't we get the suede 11s, the high tops? Because we got the lows and those that people slept on, but those are really cracked in me, believe it or not.
No, they're dope shoes. It's because I think that they try to leave something sacred. The same with there's a dude who only cut P's. Eddie Jones, if you don't know who he is, one of the best basketball players that ever laced them up. Dope P's. Mike Bibby, crazy P's.
Oh my God, Bibby's is
but that's what's
crazy.
Michael Finley, P's was ridiculous.
Bibby had PEs that Jordan didn't even have.
Yeah.
It was a big scandal at one point. They were like, how is he getting these PEs? And like, somebody was looking out for him, which they were supposed to.
But we had connect. But he was saying like he had so many dope PEs that it was to the point where it was like I would be jealous.
It was like overload.
Yeah, like he was like, yo, I got these, and playing Sacramento, the type of colors he had. Oh, I could the purple,
the silver, white. Every once in a while, for whatever reason, they would throw like a hint of green in there.
Yeah.
It almost like led you on the path of the Bucks or the Timberwolves.
And then you got Ray Allen, who's always.
Ray is the king of the PEs outside of Bibby.
And yeah, I'm still waiting. The gold, the ceremony 11s, the gold, white, and red. Them just are fire to me.
What is it? I call them the Jim Jones special.
Yeah, Jim Jones got it. He was like, man, these is like, nah, they're not real.
Yeah, the Jim Jones special. Shout out to Soligos for that. That was very funny.
He's like, they're not real.
That whole situation.
Nah, but I see what Jim's doing. Like, I want that shoe. I wish they would come out with like it's certain shoes like that I want the Sonic colorways he had.
Yeah. I keep hearing like I don't know if maybe it's all rumor, and we'll post a picture of it. But the Ray 13s, the white with the green bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
With the Ray logo on the tongue. I keep hearing those might actually see a release. I don't know.
Talk about the re-release, the Boston ones. They came out only in Boston.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if those actually the ones I'm talking about never actually released.
Okay, well, so remember the 13 that did release?
Yeah.
The one that came out of it was Boston only.
Yeah.
Sweet, the Ray 13.
Yeah.
And everybody was crazy for him. You had to be in Boston to give them that green and white.
So
it's another version of that one coming out?
it could be. We'll post a picture. We could be talking about the same shoe.
Yeah.
But just the simple fact that if those were to drop, I'm not even an overly 13 fan, but I cop. Because that was a shoe that created a lot of friction in the industry.
I don't even, but that's what I'm saying though, like, Jordan shoes, the PEs, everything, it just takes it back to the original.
Bring it back to the essence, man.
But they just can't. And I just wish the players, like, I could imagine the dope colorways Westbrook would have had with the PEs in Oklahoma City.
And see,
like,
the Forest showed you what could be done when they gave you the orange, blue, and black Forest. And if the materials were a little bit, they weren't bad actually, but if they would have gave you a little bit better material, or they would have switched it up, like, imagine an all orange version like Spike Lee had. Like there's so many different
Shout out to
things.
Spike, his class be dope too.
There's so many different things. I just hate SpizX. Like I used to love them, don't get me wrong, but they started flooding you with colors.
Yeah, I ain't like it.
Some of them started not to make sense. Like
I like the original. The original Spizite with the face on the back of it.
With the 40 acres and the mule on the back, like
done. Dope.
That was fire. Even then, like just the simple fact it had 40 acres and a mule. Shout out to his production company. Shout out to the ideology, if you understand what 40 acres and a mule is really about. Like all of it is just that was again the essence of like the culture, like that made it cool. Like you were drawn to it.
You know, I wish they would come back out. I wish they would also come back out with commercials, like the dope Nike commercials.
I can do without that because right now everything is flooded with ads.
I know, but how?
I don't even want them.
But how dope would it be for it to come? Like I'm not.
They wouldn't be appreciated. They wouldn't appreciate it.
Because I'm just thinking about Mars Blackman, the fours that said had Mars, like
you know what I'm saying? Little Penny
classic.
Like they just wouldn't appreciate it.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like today's sneaker consumer is literally just that. They're hyper consumers.
Correct.
They're not culture consumers.
Right.
Like they're culture consumers in the fact that they want to dress like the 80s and the 90s, but they don't know what they're wearing. They just want to do it because retro is in. Retro was the new, like, whatever.
Right.
And slowly but surely, like retro is kind of fading now, finally. But they don't really understand it. So to give them like the old school commercials and things like that, it'd just be another ad for them to hurry up and try to click away to catch whatever they're trying to watch. You know what I mean?
Because I missed it, like when Jordan played himself. I missed the Big Mac commercials and all. Like
Jordan Bird.
Yeah.
Like the Ricochet commercials.
Cause we really did that. Like you go outside, really be like off the house, off the car, nothing but that. So it's different things. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if you younger, you know what we're talking about.
Do your Googles.
Do your Google. Look up the Jordan versus Michael Jordan on YouTube. Look up the Jordan Larry Bird playing for a Big Mac. Look up Lil Penny. It's all classic stuff.
Blackstreet video. Lil Penny was in there doing his thing.
Yeah, facts already. So upcoming releases that are coming out. August 17th, be aware, Saturn 1's Wave Runners coming out the same day. So
PSG 6s are dropping.
That's the two most. Those are two everybody's waiting on. Is August 17th is really where everybody's waiting on. There's supposed to be some other Yeezy 700s dropping. Be on the lookout for them in the end of September. October, I'm gonna give you a little October. Shattered Bat Boys 2.0 is supposed to be dropping in October.
Yep.
And then right now, of course, your Christmas shoe or maybe even be the Thanksgiving shoe for Jordan is going to be the Bread 11 this year.
Yep.
So it'll probably be for Christmas. So these are a couple things y'all can look up for ahead of time. Also, make sure you go look at Yeezy Talk because Yeezy's going to have a lot of stuff dropping between now and then as well.
Yep.
So,
Yeezy basketball shoes should be dropping. It's projected to drop this year. I'm not sure if it's in time for basketball season. I'm not sure if they will alter the shoe itself because of the 3M. The NBA did say the shoe could not.
It was because of the cameras or something.
Yeah, like it interviewed with the camera, interfered with the cameras and the lighting, things like that. But knowing Yeezy brand like Adidas, Wexler, like everybody in that whole camp, I forgot the actual designer of Yeezys right now, but the dude is very prolific. He actually used, I want to say it's Steven Smith maybe? Could be. I want to say Steven Smith. Don't quote me, but I think so. Just the work they're putting on the Yeezy brand, I wouldn't be surprised if they give us an iteration that will be court approved by the time the season starts. So I'm interested to see it. We've already seen the pictures. Kim K rocking them, Kanye rocking them. I think the shoe is interesting. I'm curious to see it in person to see if I love it or not, or see if this was a flop by Adidas.
I'm also interested to see it on the court. Shout out to Puma because they're doing that thing with the new basketball shoe they dropping.
They are.
Travis Scott ones, Lowe's will be restocking.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's supposed to be next week sometime. So by the time this come out, y'all should be able to look out for it. But Travis those. SpongeBob pack Kyrie's. This guy over here.
Can't stand Kyrie's. Never liked them from the ones till now. And again, this kind of goes back to the conversation earlier. Performance shoes versus style shoes. I see that they're trying to implement more style into it.
Right.
And that's cool. But the silhouette is, I'm a silhouette person. If the silhouette's not right, I'm not even messing with it.
But you know what it is though? Maybe since like performance, but a lot of kids are wearing this in the gym. So maybe
And that's cool.
because
it's not like, see, unless you're a serious hooper, you're
Right.
a serious athlete, or you're attempting to be a serious athlete.
Right.
I'm looking for like the on the street. I'm more on the fashion side of things. I want to see like how you're really cracking it in Soho. That's where I'm at with it. I don't care about like on the court, because on the court it should be performance over style.
But
Because
people
you twist
won't.
your ankle, I don't want to say, oh, I have the coolest looking.
But they're trying to go back to that though now. They're trying to go back to the Brad Levens on the court where it was cool. Like I remember what you said, where it's cool on the court.
You just said it yourself. A Bread 11 on court. That makes sense. This new model stuff where it looks trash, but on court it's amazing. But then let me throw a special theme on top of it to make you like it.
Yeah, I mean, they try. I mean, they got the whole cast. SpongeBob's gonna be the yellow one. Patrick's gonna be the pink one. They got the Squidward as the teal color. Mr. Krabs has it's an Air Max
like,
270.
It almost looks like it's got his like the redness from him and his pants and all that.
And
Sandy, I think it's like a white with the actual flower on it.
Exactly. Yep.
To match your little.
So getting the whole pack conceptually is dope. So if you want to get the whole pack, that's dope. But if you just want to get, most people just gonna probably
Concept, thumbs.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying.
Shoe, 2 thumbs.
So,
down.
So make sure that's coming out August 10th, by the way. So by the time it's come out, y'all probably be like that. It's August 10th. The whole SpongeBob Kyrie pack, all that come out.
When's the last time you seen somebody really crack like an athletic shoe off court and be like, man, those are fire?
I like Kyrie.
I'll wait.
I like Kyrie ones though. So I like Kyrie's.
I'll wait.
Nike Kyrie Pepsi's.
Go ahead and put that in the comments, folks. Or better yet, post some pictures, post your Instagram,
Yeah.
tag us so we can actually see. I'm yet to see it. I've never seen somebody with some fired jeans or pants, socks, and just crack them and be like, boom, check these out. Nope. Nope.
It depends on what your definition of an athletic shoe is. Because Jordan could be looked at as an athletic shoe.
I'm about to hit you with that Jerry Seinfeld. Nope. Jerry Seinfeld and Kesha. Nope.
Charles Barkley, dope shoes.
But it was again. It was Barkley.
But what I'm saying is, you said performance. I'm just saying like
it was performance, but
it was fire.
But it was style. Yeah. They don't have that again. I pose the question.
LeBron. Some not saying no.
LeBron
I know
was fire up until the 10s. You could say very few select 11s.
That's the LeBron Martin just was dope to me.
They're dope. But
I think you could wear them with some nice jeans, cut up jeans.
You can crack them, but it's few and far between.
Yeah, I'm not saying all of his, but I'm just saying like the LeBron Martins to me was.
But when's the last time you seen it though? Watch the Thrones is as close as we got.
Yeah, but you also realize though, ain't too many athletes like.
You know what LeBron did? You know what he had to do to shift and actually do that and make that market happen?
What?
He went to John Elliott's. You cracked John Elliott's.
Yeah, but he also went with Kith too. He partnered with Kith on some stuff too.
When's the last time you seen somebody wearing those? They're cool or whatever, but
I'm just saying like when they, but so all I'm gonna say is this: there's a lot of releases coming out. And we know that what the hype is. Hype drives everything now. So no matter if performance or not, because I don't think an off-white one is a good idea to play basketball in.
But people will do
it. But they'll do it because of the hype.
They'll do it.
It's not a good performance shoe.
But
you're not hooping the off-white one like, it feels
though.
good.
It literally is the Jordan 1. So you're telling me you saw what Jordan did in a pair of ones.
That's my point. What I'm saying, but performance-wise, your feet is gonna be killing you if you go hooping the Jordan 1.
If
you look, that's what I'm
Jordan,
saying.
how many people have actually hooped in Jordan 1?
Not too many.
A lot of people, until the value and all that came into factor.
Yeah, I'm saying
the Jordan ones was the hoop shoe. It's still the one of the main skate shoes. The Jordan ones are just that though.
But I'm saying any shoe that we can call performance, as far as Jordan, like how Jordan shoes were performance wise. There's not too many shoes generally because it's all about hype. When you see people that really wear stuff on the court, what you seeing them wear? They're wearing the Kobe's dope shoe, performance and dope.
All I'm saying is if you just want to be performance, keep it on the court. Don't bring that to Soho.
Kobe Preludes, dope.
Don't bring that to Soho. Don't bring that to South Beach. Don't bring that to LA. Don't bring that to Fairfax. Keep all that bull jive on the court.
Well,
and protect your ankles and your Achilles and all that. That's cool. Please do it. There's a lot of money that you could be wasting. There's a lot of contract money you could be giving up. Please play in what makes you comfortable.
Right.
Just don't try to sell it to me and don't call it a lifestyle shoe.
I like both ways. So with that being said, the Soul Plug Show has covered a lot today.
Yes.
Please.
ASAP is free.
Yeah.
Lord Jody Flacco is out.
ASAP Rocky. Let me know what y'all think about what we talked about. Put the stuff y'all want to talk about in the comments. If there's some topics y'all want us to go over, put them in the comments for us and everything. We greatly appreciate y'all for tuning into the Soul Plug Show. If there's anything we can do better, let us know. Any shoes you want to see, let us know. So we go from there.
What we got on feet today? Real quick, what we got on feet today?
Boom.
Boom. Can't go wrong with that.
Never.
You can't go wrong with that.
And just to let y'all see, my shoes are beat, dirty, on the sides because this is the original. I really wear my shoes. So I know some value shoes you're gonna hold and I get it. But if you can get a pair for yourself, don't be so ashamed of I gotta keep this on ice for the price. Try to get 2 pairs so you can wear it and enjoy it.
Or just crack them. The shoes, they're meant to be worn.
Sneakers are meant to be worn, like my man just said. Enjoy it, have fun with them. I love sneakers. Cause if you pass away today, guess what? Somebody else is gonna sell your sneakers. You can't take them with you. You're not gonna know how they feel. So wear your sneakers, man.
If I pass away and my sneakers are still around, I'm haunting everybody in my Jones. Just remember that.
Wear your sneakers, enjoy them. But thank you so much for tuning in to Soul Plug Show.
And last but not least, 1,000 chairs. Get on that furniture tip, that antique furniture tip. Get on that. Learn something other than sneakers, folks, and art. Get on there. Exclusive, limited furniture. Yeah.
In Jay-Z's words, I'm a businessman.
Hope.